Hi YouTube friends, it's Elizabeth J with an S, and I'm coming at you with another bullet journal and another pen test, and ink test for that matter. So this is my Archer and Olive B5. The paperweight is 160 GSM. It's pure white, and the dot grid is 5 millimeters. So what I am going to do is do a pen test right here on this last page of the bullet journal. And I have a couple of different things that I will be testing. First of all, I'm going to be testing these Tombow Mono drawing pens in 01, 03, and 05. I am going to be testing several Inkjoy gel pens, which are the fine tips in 0.5 nib. And then I'm going to be testing some inks because I am going to be doing some stamping in the midst of my bullet journaling. So I have two types of inks. The first one is a multi-surface chalk ink. The brand is VersaFine, and I have 3 colors that I'll be testing, just a different mix: purple, hydrangea, aquatic splash, and Aegean blue. And I'm just going to use the same stamp to do all of them. And then I have some distress oxides, which also can be a bit chalky. This one is Wild Honey, it's a yellow, Abandoned Coral, a coral one, and Salty Ocean, which is like a dark blue. So I'm going to be testing all of these items on this paper to see how they look on the front, and then take a look and see if there's any bleed through on the back, and then we'll go from there. So let's get started on the test. So our first pen test is going to be the Tombow drawing pens in the 3 different nibs, which I'll use for different parts of the actual structure of the planning. So if you watched my previous video, you'll know I had some issues with the Tombow Mono drawing pens, but hopefully today all will be well. Okay, so this is the O1, very fine point. We've got the O3, just a slightly bit thicker. And I really like this size. The O1 probably I'll use for doing like dates and like yearly overview, things that I need very fine point for. But the O3 seems the best writing pen. And here's the O5. And I like this one for drawing lines, not necessarily writing any headers or anything like that. So that's these, the Tombows, Inkjoys. I just at random picked 3 different colors for that particular test. I have many more. I have all the colors, but anyway, we don't need to test all of the colors. All right, so now we're going to take a look at this, the inks, and get some good ink on there. And all right, that's one. Just want to clean the ink pad off so I'm not transferring ink when I do the next one. All right, we'll do the Aegean blue. These are the Versa Magic multi-surface chalk ink. Oops. Hello. And finally we have the aquatic Splash, which is like a seafoam green. Okay, sticking to my block seems to be a situation. There we go. Luckily, I'm not testing out the stamp. This is just an ink test. All right, the Distress Oxides. So the first one is Salty Ocean. There we go. Oh, wow, that's really thick. Okay, maybe I picked up too much. Take 2 on the next color. These have really a lot. I've noticed that in the last one of the other videos that I did where I was testing the Distress Oxides. Can pick up quite a lot of ink if you put if you really push your stamp on there. Let's see what's not. Let's be gentle. All right. Ah, yes. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm squishing it light on a regular ink pad, and I don't actually need to do that with these Distress Oxides. I just need some gentle prodding with the stamp. All right, the last one is this Wild Honey, this golden color. All right. Just a little gentle nudge, and here we go. All right, so those are the things that I'm going to be starting off with on this particular bullet journal. And just want to make sure this ink dries before I turn the page. I don't want to wreck the facing page of the bullet journal. So let's give it a chance to dry, and then we'll take a look at the back side of the page and look for ghosting and bleeding and all the rest of that stuff. Okay, it's just been a minute or two later and the ink has dried, so this is what it looks like. Again, some Tomo drawing pens, different nibs, InkJoy gel, and then we've got 2 different types of ink pads. So let's turn it over and see how that turned out. Okay, well, this paper is really good. I can barely see the brush pen, the Tombow brush pen that I used to write the words pen test. I can see the blue slightly here, the blue ink, because I used so much of it, but the other ones where I only picked up what I needed, you can barely see it. You've got to get the light at the right angle. The pens show nothing. The InkJoy gels do have a bit of ridging, like it's upraised here, but you can't see the ink through it. So this is going to work out quite nicely for me, I think. Again, this is the Archer and Olive bullet journal. The paper is 160 GSM, and there are 160 pages in the notebook. The pages are pure stark white with, there you go, you can see the grid, which are 5 millimeters apart. And I am going to be using this particular bullet journal for my daily planning, habit tracking, just everything is going to be in here. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have 3 well, 4 actually, but 3 bullet journals. I have this one, which is for my planning of my life and my projects and habit tracking and all kinds of different tracking, which I'll be showing you a little bit later. I have got another one which I'll use separately for my daily quiet time and devotions. And I've got a third one, which is a blackout journal, also Archer and Olive, same company, and that'll be doing hand lettering and doodling specifically in that one. So if you would like to know more about what's going on in my bullet journals, please subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And I will see you again a little bit later.